Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. So today's video is going to be this get ready with me. Actually, I've got another video filmed and edited to go this week, but this week is my husband's birthday week and he worked late on that particular day, so we ended up not going anywhere. So we thought of going this weekend, like today, Saturday. We thought of going out for a night out for drinks and followed by dinner. So I thought of why not I film this, because I don't do this more often on my channel. So I thought of filming this get ready with me. So I came up with this really soft fresh look, at the same time a bit dramatic as this is a night look. But if you think this duochrome eyeshadow is too much for you, you can settle for a really simple gold eyeshadow. It would be good. And I've also done a blog post to go with this look. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description box. I've spoke about it in the video as well. So yes, if you want to know how I did this look, then keep on watching. So I'm going to try and do the makeup and talking at the same time, because I've just got 30 to 35 minutes to get ready. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Lucent Magique primer, because this wasn't planned, guys. I've already filmed and edited a video to go this week, but I thought it would be a really good idea to shoot kind of get ready with me. I don't tend to do these kind of things a lot, only because I always get ready in a rush. By the way, have you guys noticed I've got my eyebrows done after like really long time? I told her to keep them thick, but she messed up like really badly. I've got like a lot thinner brows now. And for the foundation today, I'm going to mix these two, L'Oreal Infallible and MAC Face and Body. I'm using this MAC Face and Body just to get that like really soft dewy look, but I want a little bit of coverage as well. This provides coverage, but yeah, I want a little bit more coverage, which I can get with this one, because I've got like a lot of redness going around my nose. So I'm just going to mix these two. Tiny bit of this one, a lot of this one. I'm just going to go with my Real Techniques tipping brush, because I still haven't washed my makeup sponges, so I've got zero to use. I always like to do my foundation before I do my brows, guys, especially when I'm using this MAC Face and Body foundation, because this foundation oxidizes on my skin. If I do the foundation first, I won't be wasting any time. Meanwhile, I can do my brows. So I'm going to do the brows and come back. I'm going to do it offline just to save a little bit of time. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fashion Brow and maybe a L'Oreal brow gel as well. And I'm done with my eyebrows. I haven't actually used the Maybelline one because the tip got really stiff. I haven't used that for quite a while, so the tip got really stiff. I think it's dried up or something. So I use this Face Shop Design My Eyebrow Pencil, and I've also used this L'Oreal Brow Artist Eyebrow Gel to set that in place. So moving on, I'm going to do my eyes first, and I'm going to use this Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer as a base. Now I'm going to set that with my MAC Studio Fix powder. So today I don't have any look planned, I'll just go with the flow. But I really want to use my Makeup Geek eyeshadow because I haven't used them from quite a while now. I'm going to show you guys how I store my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I store them in this MAC palette. This is like a two-sided one, because got a plastic flap in the middle, and you have another compartment here. So I have all my Makeup Geek and MAC eyeshadows here, and some Inglot and Bart and Doris eyeshadows here. So for the crease, I want to use this eyeshadow. This is Frappe. This is like a really beautiful medium brown. I'm just taking that on a big fluffy brush and tapping off the excess and just applying it in the crease. This just adds a little dimension to our crease. I'm going to do same on this side as well. I'm kind of rounding in the corner because I really want to keep my eyes big and rounded. And to deepen the crease a little bit, I'm going to use this eyeshadow again from Geek. This is in the shade Bitten. This is like a really deep burgundy brown. This one got like really strong undertones, red undertones to it. I usually do not tend to experiment or play with these kind of eyeshadows whenever I'm in a rush. But today I really want to use this one because these kind of shades are really tricky to work with. If you put a lot of the product, it just looks like you have got punched on your eye. So you have to be really tricky and careful whenever you're using these kind of reds and burgundy eyeshadows. So I'm just going to start with a little product, and I'm just going to tap off the excess in the back of my hand. I'm just going to put that in the crease and in the outer corner as well. You have to be really careful whenever you're dealing with reds and burgundies because these eyeshadows can really make you look like you have got punched. But if you do it properly, if you do it in a correct way, they look wonderful. I think I'll do a blog post on this, like whenever you're using reds or burgundies, you have to be careful about a lot of things like what blush you're using, lipstick, and what eyeshadows you're using to blend the red and how far you're blending. All these aspects count. So I will do a blog post on this topic to go with this video. If I did, I will leave a link to that in the description box and also in the cards here. But if I don't, I will do it on some point. So yes, I'm going to blend this eyeshadow in the crease really softly. As you guys can see, I've taken the tiniest amount, but still, can you guys see how the pigmentation and how much color it deposits? So you have to really make sure that red is properly blended. And talking about the blog, Cherry Talks got a really big makeover, guys. If you haven't checked it, do check it because I'm really excited about this because this was I'm planning for this one from a long time and it finally happened. So do check it out and let me know, guys, what you think. If you want, you can totally stay away with these kind of eyeshadows and go with blacks and browns. But what's the fun? Like, if you don't try new shades and if you don't work with new colors, then what's the fun? And now I'm going back with the same brush which we have used to apply that brown, but I'm not adding any product. I'm just going to blend the eyeshadows. And for the lid, I'm going to take this eyeshadow. This is Karma. This is Makeup Geek's duochrome eyeshadow, and I'm just going to take this Soiwa brush. This is 237. It's like a really small shader brush, and I'm going to apply that in the center first and slowly move it to the inner corner. This is one of those eyeshadows which you can do like a really crazy dramatic looks, and you can also keep it soft and subtle. I'm going to take that red again a little bit and just soften the edges over there. It might look it's taking too long as I'm talking and doing, but it hardly takes any time to do. And before moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to do the concealer first. MAC Select Moisture Cover and Maybelline Age Wine. I'm also going to do a bit of cream contouring. I'm going to use my Nyx Wonder stick. I'm not going to do like a crazy contour. I'm just going to do a little bit, especially in this part. And now I'm going to set everything with my Bitten Doris loose powder. And to set the contour and to warm up my face a little bit, I'm going to use my MAC bronzer. And to lighten up a lash line, I'm going to use my Plum Angel Eyes Kajal. I really like to use this one whenever I'm building up because this one doesn't transfer to my lower lash line, and it is also quite long lasting. And for my lower lash line, I'm going to use that little bit of red here. Don't do a lot of red on the lower lash line, because again, it is not going to look really good. It can actually make you look sick if you use a lot of product. And I'm going back with the same brown eyeshadow which I have used in the crease, and I'm just going to soften these edges. This is a Makeup Geek brush, guys. This is their defined crease brush. Just going to soften the edges. And for my lower lash line, I'm going to use this kajal from Revlon. This is a nude pencil, guys. This is from their photoready range. It's their Revlon photoready kajal intense eyeliner plus brightener. So I'm just going to use this liner to line my lower lash line, just to keep everything fresh and easy. And to line my upper lash line, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Super Liner Perfect Slim Felt Tip Liner. And I'm not going to do any wing or anything, because that would be like too much for this look. So I'm just going to line my lash line as close to the lashes as possible. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. Or you can totally use a pair of false lashes with this look. They look wonderful, but for today I'm just going to do mascara. And moving on to the blush, if you want, you can totally skip the blush because you have used a red in the eyes. So you can totally skip the blush and add a little bit of more of bronzer. But you shouldn't be going way too heavy with the bronzer as well, especially when you're using a red in the eyes. But today I want to use this blush. This is like a really beautiful peachy champagne kind of blush. It is not going to add a lot of color. It's not going to add a lot of color. It's just going to add a little bit of tint to the cheeks. I'm not going to use any highlighter because that blush itself got a little shimmer to it. So I'm not going to use any highlighter because it would be too much again. And moving on to the lips, I'm going to use this Colorbar lip liner. This is in the shade Pink. And I'm going to top it off with this Colorbar lipstick again. This is in the shade Peach Glow. I really recommend you guys to go with a bit of neutral shades on the lips, especially when you're going heavy with eyes. So this is the finished look, guys. I hope you like this look, guys. A little bit fresh, at the same time a bit dramatic. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Also come and follow me on my other social media. All the links are in the description box below, along with the list of the products I've used. And yes, I will see you in my next video. Bye.